Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard with Patricia visiting from Arizona. Hi Patricia!
Hi!
I found some enamel paint when we were shopping at Hobby Lobby yesterday on an impulse, and it's in pink and I can't wait to use it. We're going to do an inversion pour, something I haven't done for a very long time. This is a 16 by 20 inch canvas. This is a canning funnel from Walmart, from Kitchen Supply. I'm going to start by using my OXO omelet turning spatula to lay down some paint around the outside edge, because I expect after I fill my canning funnel with as many layers of paint, including some enamels, as I want. That can go out of there. Bye-bye thing. The OXO omelet turning spatula, which I adore, is maybe the best paint spreading spatula around, or best paint spreading tool around in general, but I really like it because when you smooth out in a nice level pattern, you can see the stuff that you might not have sieved out, assuming that you're more conscientious than I am, because I don't really do that very well. I don't take a lot of time to, but I've heard really good things about putting a piece of stocking over the top of your bottles if you're a bottle baby, a paint bottle baby. So that looks like plenty of paint to me, and I'm going to scrape off my spatula, and then I'm going to use my studio rag over here that I keep in a dish that's just damp with water. I'm going to dry it off, and I am going to give myself, oh, I want to use the white enamel. Should I do that? No, I should not. Should I? Oh, maybe the pink. Now, I'm just going to give myself a little puddle of paint right in the middle. Just big enough to put that down in. And I'm going to start with the enamel because I can. And I'm going to continue. I did not shake my black up. You know what? I think I want to use some regular black, because there's no point in putting two enamels next to each other, because the enamel seems to affect everything anyway. So I'm not layering paint in here per se. And this is white enamel. And I've got to pick and choose my colors very carefully right now, because I don't want, if I put too much color in here, it's going to be all over the place. I got to shake that and make sure not to squeeze it in Patty's direction, because I'm not used to having people here all the time. And let's see, I'm just going to go a little rogue. That is the Modern Masters Orange. Both Patty and I love that color. And I'm going to grab, why did I not, the black. Yes, there it is. I see it. It's the Folk Art enamel, and it's a gloss, and that's a bug. Come out of there, bug. And what other color? You know, I really like this. I do, but it's not coming out. Now it is. It's going to be an art project on these rubber mats I walk around on. Oh, come out, come out, come out. All right, so I'm looking for some really, really kind of odd colors. And I'm just going to keep giving myself what I want. And I think I'm going to finish with some gold. Not that I know what that's going to do. Generally, I like to do what I'm going to do first, and whatever sinks away, I add after. And my gold I put down over here. And if I need another color to make the colors I've got pop, I'll do that. I'm going to just squeeze right down hard into that. And the next thing that I do is grab some regular white, and I'm going to put a bigger puddle right around the base of that. And then I'm going to ever so slightly lift my paint, and I could move this whole thing. I could also add another little puddle of paint if I wanted to. I'm a little nervous about this because the white enamel, gloss or satin, they both tend to mute colors, but I've got a straw and I know how to use it. And so if I need that straw, I will blow down into the colors and I will change things up. This is a pretty simple technique. It usually has some pretty magnificent results anyway, and now we're trying it with the enamel, which makes it even more interesting. I'm kind of conscious of that wonderful plain paint right there, and I like the white demarcation line where I added some more, and then when I moved the funnel. We are getting some hellacious cells. Patty, you want to go stand on my other side so you can see this? Because my tendency is to tip the other way. There we go. And I am not a slow tipper, but that's okay for me and Patty, because Patty has the level of patience that I have, which is nearly none. We understand each other well.
We do.
And I have a piece of acetate that's left over. It's not really an edge catcher, but in this case it's going to become one, I think. So this is a lot like doing a ring pour in that you notice where the mass of your paint is. And I'm glad I put a base layer of paint down on the canvas because I want to be able to slide the paint. But I notice no matter how much paint I use, the enamels somehow slow things down. So I'm going to give myself the pleasure of adding some black, and I might indulge myself in some gold because I can. I'm going to try a little bit more of this enamel also because I can. And because I don't do things like anybody else. And if I don't like it then, I'll do something else. But in the meantime, paint will flow to paint, and anything new I add can also flow right back down in. I'm getting ready for that edge catcher. Come on, let loose. And I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to let that paint go right down to that end. And if I want to, I'll use my OXO omelet turning spatula, available on the Amazon link, the first blue link, under show more under the video. Depends on what I like. I'm just resting one edge of the canvas on this edge catcher. And now I have paint residuals if I want to use them. And too many edge catchers in the way. But I'm going to go ahead and grab that paint. Come on. I'm on an uneven surface. And put it right there. And I'm really not trying to overly agitate that because it'll do enough on its own without my help right now. I'm going to leave that spatula there. And notice that what I really like about this, for me, is that purple. So I'm going to give it to myself in any way I feel will work for me. Ha! Because I love being a self-indulgent girl. There's no better time to do it than with paint, in my opinion. It's going to be a little dangerous because as soon as I make a pool where there's paint all the way the length of the canvas, then... Okay, come on down. Yes, yes, yes. And rock the canvas a little bit. I'm going to send that right back into the painting. I think what I'm going to do is take advantage of the fact that I like that. And I don't really do things like other people do. We already know that about me. I'm going to grab the rest of my paint with my spatula, my go-to tool for all kinds of things. I'm going to look at it again. I'm going to decide what I might want to do. And because I like the idea of some more... Come out! Nope, not coming out. Come out, come out. Alright, I got a clear tip. I'm kind of feeling the need of some turquoise in there, and I'm not sure why I don't see more, but I'm pretty sure I didn't use much. And that might be a good reason to not see much. I've got 3 choices. And I want that to come out better than that. Oh, big plug in my white bottle. Come out. All the way out, please. Now, cooperate. Got a lot of cells, like I said. And I'm going to do something I usually say is backwards, so I'm going to go the wrong way first. And fortunately I've got that other edge catcher right there. And I'm just going to pay attention to where my puddle of paint is. I'm making it more complicated than Patty needs it to be, I can tell you that now. But I'm loving that purple. And I'm probably going to let everything go up to that corner right now. And so far I've avoided getting it down my arm. And I'm still going to keep the paint that I've got, and I'm beginning to get a composition I like. I just put that edge catcher in there, and now I am going to blow some of my paint over the edge. And the other choices are obviously to use an edge catcher to help flow paint to the edge and then cover it, or I'm using a bamboo skewer just by dipping it into the paint and letting it roll right over the edge, and then a finger to finish that off. And I like a lot of things about this, and I don't know how much further I want to go because I really, really do like the shapes that I've got. But you know me, and it's hard to stop. And I said I was going to put some turquoise in, and then I didn't do it, but that's okay. But what I do want, phone never stops ringing in Florida, is a little bit of black over there, because then the eye jumps back and forth. Now that I've seen that, I want more. And I know if I blow down into this that I'll get cells. And if I want it to go further up, I'm just going to drag it up and drag it back. And I'm just going to take a moment to put my finger into the edge of the canvas. And I might have a couple other places I want to check on, but we're mostly done. And now I'm going to torch, because I don't mind having a corner left open with negative space, because my eye's moving around in there pretty well. And if I want something else, now is my chance to put it in there. And I'm thinking maybe some gold. I could change my mind in a second. Inversion pours are really pretty quick. I kind of want a little bit more right here. I'm still tempted by chain. I got beautiful iridescent colors in there, and it's definitely time to torch. Now I don't put any silicone in my paint, but I do use GAC 800 by Golden in all of my paint mixtures, including the enamels, so that when I leave the paint heavy on the canvas, it doesn't crack. I love the cells, and the lacing is great. I love the straight, color forward areas with no cells. Just making interesting patterns. If I decided I needed something else in here, I could do it tomorrow, but right honestly, for the moment, I am very well pleased, except for that little white spot, with what I've got. We torched to release the bubbles caught in the paint from shaking it with the pouring medium, so I will be going around and checking my edges. I think mostly everything is good, and what isn't good I can fix very quickly. And after the video, you don't have to watch me do that. So, I do sell my artwork. I give classes at the house in Spring Hill. Oh, look at those beautiful little, yeah, those are gorgeous. Little accidental flowers. I don't really want to make the paint smoke. I've got a crib sheet that says check Facebook pages, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation, if you would like to be a student. And that is also where I post the next day's video often. And the next day's video will be on my channel on YouTube, on the community header, on the community board. Just look for the community. It's right next to playlists, where you will find created playlists that are 10 deep, 9 of them with 100 in each, and one with it's being populated. And you will also find 11 lists of genres. Don't ask me why, I just had to. It's the way it is. I do what I feel, and my muse speaks to me, and I listen, and I think it's a good thing. And I'm going to use that extra paint right there. So what else did I not tell you? The Teespring clothing under the video is mine, and there's all over print leggings and t-shirts there, and that's fabulous, and really fabulous. Definitely worth looking at. Also on Facebook, if you're interested in seeing what I've been doing since 2013, if you go to Expressionist Art Studio, Totes and More, and press the Shop Now button, you are going to find access to my Fine Art America and Pixels.com, where there is everything from yoga mats to shower curtains to coffee mugs, and everything that I can do can be printed on canvas a lot less expensively than original artwork. But if you want to buy an original artwork, please use my email. It's under the video, and I'm willing to do commissions. If you talk to me, we can talk about it for sure. What else? Oh, check your notifications. They get turned off. Thank you for 85,000 of you. There is a drawing every single month, and this month has one of each of my books that you can find on the Amazon link. The first one is Because I Can. The second one is Unlimited Possibilities. And a choice of 8 paintings or a class in Spring Hill if you happen to be in my neighborhood. So please feel free to make a $10 or more donation if you're feeling generous and you want to help support the studio. A lot of people have, and I really appreciate them. I kind of want some orange in here, but I'm resisting. And I love you guys. There's 85,000 of you and climbing. We're at 85,000 and a quarter. We're almost to 86,000. Not really, but almost. And binge watch the videos, and know the most important thing that you can possibly do for me is watch the video longer. I really appreciate your comments, and that might actually get your notifications back if you make a comment and they're missing. But I really appreciate you guys keeping my morale up, and I really appreciate all the contributions that keep me painting. I love you guys. I will see you sometime soon. This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Studio Gallery saying, Anan, maybe tomorrow. I'm here every day. Bye now. See you soon.